Thank you so much. God bless.
Yeah. Ready? Okay, you want to see this? This is a book called Makers of India.
Thank you so much.
This is 1,000 names of people who made India.
Thank you. Thank you.
Helen Keller. Helen Keller's teacher's name? Beautiful. She gets only 1 week. Prove that you can teach this girl. And that 1 week was a real trouble. And that 1 week proved that yes, you can make this child to learn. Beautiful one. The last part of it, there is a beautiful debate which happens. Children learn just on debate. And the debate, the subject happens to be on Mahatma Gandhi, Satyagraha and all that. It's an English book, but beautifully done. An engineer becomes a teacher. He could have taken some other profession, but his passion is teaching. He just jumps because there is an opportunity for him, but then he finds that that is the real job which he has to do. During the interaction, who mentioned, what's your job? To take one change in somebody's life. She was asking, in a bad environment I would have become bad. But who made the difference, we don't know. But somewhere somebody would have given a spark. That spark would have been the change. But which is the teacher, I will not remember. But I am sure there are a lot of people who pulled you back. But there is somebody who pushed you. And that push, if you can identify who wants that push, and if you can do that, you will feel that, okay, you have done something great. Ena kena prakarena yasya kasyapi devina sandosham janayat pragnatadaiva vishwara pujana. Give happiness to somebody with a spark. That makes difference in somebody's life. That is what is life achievement. And you can be a reason for that, then you are great. Correct? I remember Millennium School in Dubai. I had a 3 days workshop. 400 children. Their parents were sitting. Nearly 700 audience. Somebody asked a question. Who is the best teacher whom you have seen in your life? One child asked. I said it is Anandan Master, whose example I gave, right? And during the interval chai time, one girl came and said, I am Anandan Master's granddaughter. You know the happiness the granddaughter will get when in a large audience somebody speaks. And when I went and told, I met this girl to Anandan Master. Yesterday also there was a message on Facebook. How are you, Shashi? 72-year-old teacher still remembers who taught me, not even taught. He came as an interim teacher. No? When some teacher is absent, he comes in between. The gap filler. That's it. But what did he teach? He taught great things in life. Great things in life. His class is maths, physics, chemistry, biology, English, poetry, everything will be there. It's a mix of everything. No categorization. Why? Because every subject is not to be categorized. There are different. Beautiful. Jinnah, if you have not seen, you must. Beautiful movie. If you are teaching history or not, it doesn't matter. You must know India. Minimum knowledge, what you know, the quality of every student should be, right? Can you? What you should have is know India. You know, civil service writing up to 10th class knowledge about India. These are the two requirements. Up to 10th class knowledge about Winston Churchill, Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy's movie and all is beautiful. How in difficult situations, which all the problems he has got in his life, he became such a great author. Do you think everybody has got no problems at home and you become great leaders, great writers? With all the problems at home only, they become great. Lord Shiva, biggest problem at home. It's like a zoo. Lot of animals. None of the animal can live together. In such a situation, he has got a lot of problems, right? Still he is surviving. So without a problem is not life. With all the problem, how do you do? Driving in an airport. You know, Charlie Chaplin's last days, how difficult it was. You must see this movie. The last part of that movie. Chaplin's movie, we will all laugh. But the last portion, when he comes on stage, everybody will cry. You could use many such ones in your classroom. There could be many videos. It could start from small. There are many on solar system. You are on 7 continents. Beautiful. Most of the subject, what you should do is just go to YouTube and then learn. I don't know how many of you have seen Crash Course website. Have seen Crash Course website? Crash Course. On any subject you can get a talk. Earlier, enough, good enough. I don't want to trouble. Anyway, you are all digitally good. You don't require. You can look at it. Go and search. There is a website called Crash Course. Khan Academy was one of the best. Now it is going to be charged. Is trying to make money out of it. Earlier it was free. Now it's not free. Okay? So now it's not free. So you will not be able to use it. I have got few websites, I think somewhere I have stored. I'll show you which are the websites you can see. Or you can just Google and find out. You want to teach this subject, which website is used. Or go to simple examples like simple pendulum are you teaching? Young classes? You know, MIT lecture gives a simple pendulum class. You know, MIT is the best in the world, right? The teacher will come, put a hook, and then put a globe there. He will swing it, take it there, and leave it from there. Exactly, it will go and will not hit. Just before hitting, he has put a mirror there. And the ball will go up to this and then come back. It will not go beyond this. 1 millimeter difference. Because that is 1 millimeter difference between these two places. So the string, as it goes once, twice, thrice, it will come down and ultimately it will stop. This is what is simple pendulum. Second, he will hang himself and he will ask his student to leave him from there. At the end, he has put a nice sharp knife. And he says, you will go up to this and then come up. Your heartbeat will change. And he says, I have tested 2 things. One in physics, second in my student. If instead of leaving, just push it, what would have happened? You understood? So what does it say? Unless an external force is applied, the pendulum string always will have a frequency and a period. You understood? What a great experience of learning. You must have read hundreds of books, entirely different from listening to one lecture. Don't you think you don't have time for this? Don't you have facility today? So use all the multimedia. When I became director of academic staff college, first thing what I did, I went to Delhi. Jawaharlal Nehru University has got a center for Consortium for Educational Communication. I went and joined for 1 month course to study how education can be made different. I know how many directors will go to become a student and learn in a class. I did this because I want to learn before teaching somebody else. And I wrote a book on Adaptive learning. This is my book. It's 1 month course which I did. I made it in a book. But one educational expert also became co-author to me, Nasima from Calicut University Educational Head, plus me. HDMI, once you connect, it goes. Otherwise, I think this should have a connector here. Once HDMI is connected, sound goes there. So you have to connect to that. Projector. Should connect to the projector. Okay. HDMI and SCSI is different. When I connect to HDMI, the sound is also connected along with the image. My subject is image processing. Image processing is my job. So we do this. What did I learn? I learned editing. I learned multimedia creation. That's called adaptive learning. So what do? You adapt it to your children. I must get adapted to my children. So today's children are with all the gadgets with them at home. They all invest a lot of time on internet. I say all of them should be on internet more than being in the classroom. They must be on television more than spending in classroom. But after 1 hour, they must be able to make a note of 3 pages. You understood? If they sit in 2 hours class, they should have 5 pages written. All of you have 5 pages, then you are a good student. Okay? But direct them to what to see, which website to see, where to do and all that. Yeah, I think she was asking, it's all good, nice to be there. Self-actualization comes only later. The first one is this is called Maslow's management principle. I am using management principle in learning principles. My lectures on Kaizen. All of you should become Kaizen. You know what's Kaizen? Go and Google otherwise. Kaizen is, in management science, when we teach management principles in the MBA classes, we teach Kaizen. So what did I teach today is Kaizen. They are all good names. It's all very simple. What is Kaizen? Change slowly, small changes in your house. Small changes in your working places. Small changes in that makes a lot of difference. I'll ask you how much time it takes for you to boil 1 liter of milk. Sound. എപ്പോഴും HDMI കേബിൾ കൊടുത്താൽ HDMI കേബിളിൽ പ്രൊജക്ടറിൽ പോകും. പിന്നെ ഇവിടെ ഒരു ഹോൾ, അതാണ് പ്രൊജക്ടറിൽ സൗണ്ട് വരുന്നത്. When I play, actually it gives a sound in the projector because it's already in the projector. Okay, I'll show you. If I, yeah, you want a nice song, teacher song? So it comes there. Yeah. So you have a cable there for the audio. From there you can connect it. Okay. So what is to be done? Make your children to invest time on the right direction, right place. Ask them to prepare note. Create some learning outcomes. Fine. That learning outcomes, if you don't store it in the nice place, you will make lot of notes, but nothing will be seen after some time. Does it not happen at home? You have a lot of knowledge. You are boiling milk for how many years now? But do you know how much time it takes to boil? Milk is not different, stove is not different, you are not different, burden is not different. But what do? Because you don't have any other job. I know it takes only 5 minutes. I will finish my 5 minutes job and then come back and switch it off straight. I am a good cook. I teach cooking. I have to make rice. Kangi if I have to make, that's my staple food. If I have to make kangi, you know what's kangi? Gruel. If I have to make gruel, I will not wash the rice and then put it on the oven. I will keep it soaked for 25 minutes to 30 minutes. That soaking is good enough for me to wash. The water which I use, the time which I spend for washing will become half if I soak it. It's already clean. One rinse is enough. Second water, you will not see any dirt. It becomes that clean when you soak it. Even if I teach you, you will not do it. You understood? Because you will start thinking about cooking only 5 minutes early. I know that after breakfast I need lunch. So why not put it? Plan it early. No. This planning which we learn in management, this planning we will learn, but we don't do it. You understood now? Now, you tell me, I came to this place how many years back, but I have got them all what I have taught. Where today's program will go to my website, go to my all the pictures which I click. Everything will be named under 2018, 03 for March, and 20. Today's date, all the pictures, audio, video, everything will go to one directory. So once I go there, it's finished. Got it? Therefore, I will remember. Last time, 15, 10, 13, I was here. 2015, October 13th, I was here. 9th report came on 10th to me. So that was also there. Got it? Be systematic in life. You go to a mechanic shop, you will see things kept very clean. Every spanner has got a place to keep. Do we have such place to keep in our house? If we don't have, how do we make our children to learn this? So that's keep in order. That's called a Kaizen. So what did I do now? Kaizen principle in teaching is what I taught. If you want scientifically to give some names, what was my lecture today? You go and tell. We learned Kaizen. Okay, this Kaizen is not great. It's an everyday small change can make a lot of difference. You know, this change is what was used by many manufacturing institutions in the world to make profits. Many manufacturing institutions made profit just on us. So your time, you keep searching for many things. That searching time is what is wasting. Correct? Let it be items in the house, let it be anything. You don't. Anybody, yesterday I telephoned to many people. I am here, landed. Your reply has not come. I have given a WhatsApp to you. No, you have not given WhatsApp. Store, it is there. Because for me, M stands for Muscat. Hyphen. Which day you have responded to me, that date also will come. More than 5,000, more than 1 lakh on my laptop. I keep storing all these informations. So be systematic so that when you come to Muscat, you don't have to search. Got it? So it's very simple. Broadcasting list. All the Dubai contacts separate, Abu Dhabi contacts separate, all my family contacts, TP, Talipuri, everything is one contact. So keeping it segregate. We have got basket different in the vegetable shop, right? Yes? Do they keep it separate systematically? They do it. That's how the sorting is done. Letter people do sorting. Why not we? In our life, let us have a systematic practice. When you have systematic practice, you will have very, very less time. Now I am on a, now I landed yesterday Tuesday. I finished my program 3-4 days here. Saturday evening I am going Doha another 4 days. So I have got up to next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's what I have. So what do you do? You have to be something very systematic, right? Are you that systematic? You have not seen it? You want to see? There are socks is there. So 7 socks is good enough. Otherwise you will have to smell inside. Nice, no? No, before they go next day to school, the order in which they have to put the dress morning. What do they put first? Innerwear. Under that, shorts. Then shirt, banian. Then the socks. Then shoe. This is kept not by me. They have to keep it, then only sleep. Still they are following. My both sons cook and they take a picture and send me. I stay in one place. My elder son is in another place. My younger son is in a different place. My wife is in a different place. We keep meeting once a week. So we have got a family WhatsApp group. So yesterday you are thinking that I am just lying. How can somebody lie like this publicly, which I am going to post? Yesterday, what soup I had, what food I had, what I ate, in flight what I ate, everything is pictured and then sent it to them. So they are happy. My wife knows I ate much better than what I eat at home. And then Yedu, my son, wrote, Abba, business class. I said, yes. Okay, then I have booked for Hindu vegetarian meal for my jet flight from, he is traveling April end. So he has already booked he said, because last time he didn't book. So he confirmed. April travel, what he is going to eat, mother, father don't have to worry. He already said I have booked. Okay, so that my food picture triggered him to give an answer, right? So similarly it comes. So it keeps on coming in this. And that's the news. We keep updating. I don't have time. I have gone to Muscat, Indian schools, Muscat to give lecture. I don't have time. Stupid. What do you not have time? Today's breakfast is also picture is taken. Did not send it because there was no correction was not there. Otherwise my breakfast picture is also taken. See, you keep updating family. Don't you have time for this? Why you say you don't have time? I think teachers keep saying, I don't have time, I don't have time. My wife comes back from office at 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock every day. She is a scientist. She goes. And then Delhi, if Hyderabad to Delhi, if they have to go, they have to take 5 o'clock flight. From their house, 3 o'clock they have to start in the morning. Comes back at 10 o'clock and then maybe reaching home is 12 o'clock. And not one day. As you grow higher, this keeps becoming too hectic. That's how they work. Understood? So don't say that I don't have time. Don't say that I don't make it. You have to. You have to. Otherwise it doesn't look good. So what I am trying to say, now these small notes are made. You have seen free papers. You have seen notes made. Then I have to make another smaller notes. These are slokas to be by hearted, quotes to be learned. That's how I chant slokas. Otherwise, what do you get from? No? All this learning from different places. If I am not systematic, and if I ask you, you must do this. Yadyada jagati sreshta tattadeve etarochana sayat pramanam gurude lokastadanuvartate. You want your children to be good? You want your children to be academically good? When my two sons, I also was standing on the road waiting for the bus to send my children. After leaving them, I have to go to office. My wife also goes to office. So 7 o'clock the bus has to come. But 6:45 I will be there, not 7:1. But 6:45, I am sure 15 minutes standing in the bus stop, children will start irritating you. How do you know the bus has not gone? Why can't you drop me? Keep on saying, even if you tell that it is 7 o'clock, don't worry, it will come. They will not. It will be troubling. But no time in my life I have this trouble. Because near the bus stop there are two newspaper selling person. I will give them money. I will tell both of them, you go and get whichever paper you want. So both of them will have to go. If somebody gets one paper, the other fellow should get another paper. So somebody gets Deccan Chronicle, the other fellow should get either Hindu or Indian Express. So which one you should get? They know in which day education special comes. Monday for Hindu. So the first one will run and get Hindu. Right? So once he gets Hindu, the next fellow cannot get Hindu. So they learn which are the newspapers available at the age of 4 years, 5 years. do? They open the paper, main heading here, in that paper, which page it is there. That's how they started learning newspaper reading. When? LKG, grade 1, grade 2. There will be so many other children coming and standing in the bus stop, everybody is busy reading. I am very happy. As soon as they get the bus, send the bus, the paper also with them. In the bus, they have sufficient time. What are we doing? Do we have time? Even now, my son, when I have got something to do, my son is doing in nuclear physics. The other day, I had sent him a definition of why nuclear energy is called nuclear energy, but sometimes people tell it as atomic energy. What is the difference between atomic energy and nuclear energy? So he asked me, why are you getting doubt now? Why not earlier? I said, I got earlier also, but now you have become mature to ask this question. You understood what I am saying? See, there are a lot of questions which is bothering you. Do you have such questions? You ask your children such questions? That is what they become. You want to be a millionaire, be with millionaires or billionaires. You want to be knowledgeable, be with people who have knowledge. Your children should feel, there is a person with whom I can go and spend time. I will learn something great. Can you be such? Not for everybody, at least for your children, at least for your own siblings. Correct? Otherwise, anyway we have taken birth. Don't become too philosophical and say, what's the principle of life? That and all we will discuss, not now here. Another meditation class or somewhere we can have. So now, how better? We have given a job. How I will do the best? What if I do best, what is going to happen? You will get another Janma, in which you will get another. Mohanlal was a very good actor as a villain. Therefore, he became a hero. As a villain, if you keep saying, hey, there is another great actor, actress, they are all heroes and heroines. I have never become a hero and heroine. And you start troubling yourself, you can never become a good villain. And never good villain can never become a good hero and heroine. So don't imagine that all of us have got great roles in life. May not. But this buffoon's job, let me play nicely so that next Janma I will get everybody is doing one drama in life. So this drama is over, next drama you will get. In one drama, Rama acted nicely with one wife. Next Janma, Krishna got. I have got one poetry, the book which I gave, Life of Love, in which arrow comes from shadow. There is a arrow comes from shadow. In one Janma, hiding, Rama thrown an arrow. Next Janma, Krishna gets an arrow from hiding. You understood? So every day what you do will come back to us with a different arrow. If I do some mischief, I'm 100% sure it will come back to me. And I am supposed to undergo the trouble. And that trouble let me undergo. That trouble makes me to come here. That trouble makes me to work in this school. All that is possible. But let me do what best I can do so that I will get a moksha. That is salvation. She wanted self-actualization, salvation. Anda kaleja manases pare. In the last time, what do you think? That's what Bhagavad Gita says. Anda kaleja. Last minute you think about God. I will save you. What is that last minute? Who knows whose last minute is when? Any moment can be last minute, right? So how are we living? We are living thinking about every moment can be a last minute. So when do you want to do anything good to somebody else? There will be a lot of people who are keep thinking about, if I tell this, somebody else will copy it. Let them copy, I will create something better, new. It doesn't matter. You want to show some experiments? Let them do the experiment. I already told it will not happen, but they wanted to experiment. Having done some experiment, I will also do. I am a better computer scientist. Learned. Started teaching computer science in 89. Yeah. I'll show you some. You want to show? You can make it. This I made one day before coming. I went into a shop, purchased 4 scales. It's only, if you don't buy from the best shop, Chinese shop, okay? Because it becomes flexible. Otherwise it is stiff. This experiment will not work. Correct? 120 rupees scale also you get. Don't buy that. 20 rupees. So 40 plus another 40, correct? And what did I do? A nut and bolt. I wanted to make a hole. I asked somebody, the lathe machine, they said no, this bit is not there. I took one nail and then hammered it, made my own hole. My hand is very sharp, not a scientist. No. I do all the carpentry job, mason job, everything. And then buy a nut and bolt. What am I teaching here? Which subject? Ah, she got it. You are a mathematician. Maths teacher, very good. This is how you should teach perimeter of a subject. And then area of a square. It's beautiful, no? Ask your children to buy this and then do this. Let them hammer, create troubles, break their hands. Huh? Don't want? Yeah, no problem. If you deserve it, nobody can stop it. Come, maths teacher. So this is A. So the circumference becomes, perimeter becomes 4A, right? Yeah. Now pass this on your body. Take it from top and then put it to.
Oh, like this. Yeah.
So your perimeter is bigger than that. Correct?
Here, okay. It will not fit.
It will not fit. Okay. Now wait, don't run away. Now let me make a circle out of it. Now pass it. Now what is the circumference for this?
2 pi r.
This is 2 pi r and 2r is the diameter for this and 2r happens to be the diagonal of this square. How much time it takes, how much effort it takes to teach this beta? And you want to know more? Nothing to be done. I am not doing it. Should I do? If I start doing, I will not stop. That's my problem. I don't have. I think. What you should do is open it up. Open it up. Make a circle like this. Okay? Geography teachers. Pass a road here, pass another road here, and rotate it. This becomes sphere. And then once you rotate faster, you will see this part and this part will become like this. It becomes ellipsoid from a spheroid. That's why Earth is an ellipsoid. Because once it rotates, it has got a tangential force. The tangential force will pull it. And that's how the Burton also, when you make, once you rotate it like this, the top and bottom become flattened, right? And that's how the Earth has got a whole flattened. So what a beautiful experiment. Right? Don't you know mathematics, torque, physics principles, force principle, everything relates to the shape of the Earth? So why somebody asked why shape of the Earth is like this, and it has no radius, it has got a semi-major axis, semi-minor axis, and it has got a tilt of 23 degree. That is why we have got vernal equinox, which is going to be yesterday or today, 21st, 20th night, 21st. That is why our new year is always based on vernal equinox, but not related to my date of birth, should be related to the Earth. science but not related to the Christ birth. So Christmas, New Year, January has no relevance, totally unscientific. March is the starting of the year, that is why February got less number of days. Who made our calendar? The 12 months, 28 days February calendar, with all the names of the months which we are using today, is made by, with a lot of changes, which from 273 BC it started, 73 BC it ended, 73 BC, who was the famous person? Julius Caesar. That is why Julius name came to July, and August is Augustine, his nephew, whose name also came there. Earlier the name was different, but after that September become supposed to be Sapt, become 7th month. Because of these 2 months became different, all the months got two shifted. Sapt never became 7th month, it became 9th month. October should have been 10th month, it became 8th month it would have become, but it became 10th month. November, Nava, 9th month. December, Dasha. Because January, February was added later. Year was starting in March. As Indian calendar was followed, was the world calendar. What knowledge? Can't you get this knowledge? From where do you get this knowledge? Where do you get this knowledge? Ask questions. Where do you get this knowledge? You changed everything? Yeah, it's there. So why should I spend my time learning this? I will Google it when I require. Don't postpone learning. Start when? Knowledge is comprehension, relating, learning, deducting, deducing, anything you can call. Comparing, judging, putting it together. So okay, good enough. Now you make a note. Tell me who want to show me what you learned. Made a note already? At least 10 points you have. Tell your friends what did you learn. Discuss with them. Your note, yeah, wonderfully said. Too bad. Your note to give it to your friend who is sitting beside you. Take other person's note. Take a note of that note. Add something, correct something, deduct something, compare something. Now you think that you should have written something neat, best, nice, style. Yeah. Exchange your notes. Nobody should have your own note. Give it to your neighbor. Ask questions. Why did you write like this? What does it mean? Discuss. was asking, London Bridge is falling down. For long years it is falling, why it has not fallen down? Now where is London Bridge? It is not in London, it is purchased by America. It's been shifted from London to America. The original London Bridge on which the poet wrote poem is not in London now. It has been shifted. From London it has gone to US. But there is another London Bridge there which is not the London Bridge on which the poet wrote. This is all information. So he gave an idea, no? Tingle tingle little star. How I wonder, that wonder is what is make you different from an animal. When there is thunder and lightning, no animal will ask, where is it coming from? Why is it coming? If you have that, you are a human being. That ability is what you should have. Now, having discussed good enough, all of you sat in same class, all of you made notes, but they are different. Correct? Why? A perceiver perceives the way the perceiver wants to perceive and not the way the speaker wants the perceiver to perceive. Got it? You perceive with your knowledge, you get a lot of questions, you make notes, you judge, you interpret, you criticize, and from that some thoughts will come that you will write. That is different for somebody else. When you share it, you get multiple knowledge. This should be the practice in your class. 5 minutes, yesterday's class review. That review should be done not in the style which you do now. I will show you how to do that. Second one, when you speak, let them make notes. Let them write whatever they want. It's much better. You don't say, don't write. Listen to me, concentrate. To write, they should listen and concentrate. What are they doing? They will look at you but don't listen. They will hear you but don't listen. They will see you but they don't conceive you. Got it? So give them the attention power. Attention is not physical attention. When I was teaching in engineering college, I had got 120 children. I never took attendance. Attendance is there. You know why? First order, first bench has to be full. 15, 15, 30. 30 into 4 rows. If 1 or 2 are absent, just look at the bench, I know who is absent. Simple. And I will ask them to send assignments, answers. Assignment answers will tell whether they sat in the class or not. Very simple to take attendance. And if at all somebody wants attendance, take attendance, Baba, go. If you become an engineer like that, wonderful. And I used to get all children in my class. I was teaching engineering college, environment science. Once I went to one of the classes, computer science department class, 3rd year. That day, out of 60 students, only 23 in my class. It's a shame for me. I said, why others are not there? Sir, afternoon there is a database, DBMS, Computer Science Database Management System. There is an exam. So everybody boycotted the class and they are learning. I said, come on, take your database book. Now today I am teaching database to you. I used to have 2.5 hours class. 2.5 hours I taught database management. All my 23 children in my class got 100 out of 100. It's that simple. Because I handle, we have these satellite images, processing, all these are part of my database management system. I do that. So teaching becomes very simple. Once you know, it becomes simple to teach. If you don't know, you are only managing the class. Managing the class. No? Did I ask you, make your children to sit quiet? I was teaching one of the Doha last time when I went to one of the Olive International School. They started LKG, UKG, grade 1. Only nursery, small teachers were there. So I had a teacher's training program. I went for Orthodox Church program. This was only a part-time evening, some time pass class. So they said, biggest problem, making them to keep quiet. I said, very simple. First you keep quiet. But all the teachers, keep quiet, keep quiet, keep quiet. What are you doing here? Eh? Shh. When we learn meditation from Himalaya, our meditation master Swami Rama I couldn't meet. Swami Vedabharati was my guru. 400 days silence. Minimum qualification to meet Guru is 400 days, keep quiet. What a great life. Swayam Atma Nibandhanam Sukham. Be in yourself. When you keep quiet, you talk to yourself. Correct? When you speak, you are speaking to somebody else which you are not. It's all pretension. Can you keep quiet? Learn, if not. Not while sleeping when you make a noise, that's different. Not that also. Keep quiet. Silence. The whole Bhagavad Gita is from violence to silence. What is it? Violence to silence. Arjuna, Vishada Yogam. You know when you speak, when you are in Vishadam, when you are in trouble, when you are getting irritated, you start talking, right? Correct or not? And you ask somebody else, keep quiet. Because you are irritated. And then that irritation comes to you, that's called a Vishadam. You want to get rid of that? Learn yourself, take a deep breath. All of you hold your hands. Hold it like this, take a stretch like this. If I don't teach breathing practice, it's not good, no? Stretch it so that your ribs, you feel your ribs. Your existence of ribs, you understand at least. You have ribs, you don't understand them. Because that's all covered with a lot of unwanted flesh. Correct? Not like Ramdev, anyway. Hold it like this. Take a deep breath. You can't do it now, then you can't do it in your life, I'll tell you. You know why? Because your lungs will become totally fibrous filled after some time. It needs 6 liters of oxygen, your body, out of which one deep breath will give you 3 liters. But if you have more fibrous inside you, your lungs, it will become 0.8 times. It will become very less, 1.6. Ladies have got legs because they need more space for heart to fill people inside. It's 6 liters, it is 5.6. 0.4 liter difference. So that much breathing problem they have. That's why they get worry, hurry, and they eat more curry. More 3 V's will make their breathing practice different. 18 times is what is prescribed in Bhagavad Gita. You breathe generally 40 times. When you get angry, 60 times like a dog. No? Then your lifespan also becomes less. So minimum breathing practice. Take a deep breath and then stretch yourself, backbone straight. That's it. Minimum. That's good enough to make you fit. Okay? Let the husbands become fit in the evening, you become fit in the morning. Okay? Enjoy. The more happy you are becoming healthy. The happiness is directly proportional. For which, at least to talk to yourself for some time. Huh? That learning, when you talk to yourself by hearing somebody's lecture, is 1/4 the learning. That includes taking note. Sharing knowledge becomes 1/4. 1/4 from you. 1/4 later part of your life, when you also become grey, if you don't apply any Godrej and all that. Mahabharata, Gita, 83 years. Lord Krishna, 65 years, Arjuna. That time also he had tension. So don't worry if you have tension at this age. Right? So don't worry. Tension is part of life. Trouble is part of life. But on a job, what best I can do is what makes you happy in the job best. Right? So as this, tell me what did you learn today and what you want to share, what you want to care, what difference it makes in your life, what difference it makes in your colleague's life. How do you think you can make a difference to somebody? And what is your outcome learning? Write one sentence which could be entirely different from what others will write. Just write one sentence which you can share. I will come to you. What you can share? One sentence. There may be 10 points or 15 points, but one striking point which nobody should write. You understood? The class is over now. If somebody has to say one point, that point nobody else should tell. Everybody should have new points. I am going to come to each one of you. Everybody should have different points. Nobody should repeat somebody's point. And if you repeat points, I'll come back to you, make another point. Now, instead of coming to you in a very systematic, orderly manner, what I will do is, I'll give you one chance. Good volunteers can tell first. Who wants to tell first? Nobody should repeat. So if you tell first, you get your chance. See, he is smart. He knows his point. Many people would have written. So he knows that. Nobody should repeat this point. You know what I am doing now? Your discussion with your friends was one review which already done. What do you do generally? You tell them, let us review it again, brief it again, let us conclude and all that. Yes. Conclude and all that you will say, right? Now, while asking you to prepare, discuss each other, what did I do? Already reviewed. Second one is, I am asking somebody to tell points. You will tell today we learned this. These are the points. Don't tell it. Let children say. So that there will be a competition.
As sir said, before somebody else takes up my point, I thought I would say it first, so that we can take up another point. I have decided, that is the learning outcome for me, to watch more biopics to make me a better history teacher. That's what I have decided and learned from sir today. There are many other points, but
What do you teach?
I teach history.
History. I love history because I teach civil service aspects. The French Revolution. All that when you learn in 10th grade, and my French Revolution and American Revolution classes for 10th class students is already on YouTube. I've got children coming in my house to learn. What a beautiful learning. No? But what we should do is, no history should be learned without a geography map. I must talk about Kerala history with the Kerala map in front of me. I should talk about Indian history. If I say Indian history, Aurangzeb from Delhi traveled to Aurangabad. That is why Aurangabad name came to Aurangabad. Finished, no? Is it geography? Most of the places in India have got name Abad, Hyderabad, Secunderabad, Muzaffarabad, all Abad, made by Muzaffar, made by Hyder, made by. So they travel. The traveling route is from how many kilometers they travel. So today history learning has to be great.
Just to add to what Lisa said just now, we also say that we teach history. History is a drama played on the stage of geography. So if you know your geography, if you know your stage where it is set, then it is easier for you to understand the history and make it more interesting. That is what I always tell the teachers.
And it's a big number line. 0, BC here, AD here. Put everything there and then make a number line. When you learn history, you must make a nice chart into 0 here, BC here, AD here, put everything, put the mark. The whole history is one Excel table for you. Then India, what happens? America, what happens? India, who was the writer? America, who was the writer? And English writers, Indian writers, put different colors in different Excel sheets. Now today people will make nice Excel sheets, no? Beautiful. Yeah, next. There is an Indian Prime Minister song which I made. And then I sang for my children. Day first day I upload. January, the JN is my house name, Nana. Nana is knowledge. Nana is knowledge, JN is the short for Nana. Janaki is my father's name, Narayan is my mother's name. Mother is Janaki, Narayan is father. That is why JN. Janaki, Narayan, mentoring is the job which I did. Narayan stands for Janaki, Narayan, JN. 18 is 2018, 01 is January. JN 1801. Prime Minister DrTPS. If you write, you will see a song of all the Prime Minister names put in a sequence up to Chaitanya Modi. What? Nobody? Not interested? Yeah. Somebody there. Quest for knowledge. The root word comes from.
One must have a request for knowledge because only being inquisitive, ask questions will help us get
Mathematics, middle mathematics is more important. That is a strong base. You could ask some questions to him.
Where is the time was the word of the day today. I thought I was crazy, but I came to know that where is the time, the chips, the papers, all these kind was quite parallel to what I keep doing all the time. People call me crazy, but this is how I guess it will work out for us. The tidbits, these notes, what you can file and keep, and it looks like your scribblings, but these are the things you can ponder later. Adaptive learning. Get back to that shoes of your students or your children at home and get adapted to this existing generation, new generation. Sit with them and play their games. Get into the mood of learning from them what is 10 or what is going on. They will teach you better. So one question again, if you allow me to ask. You showed us the diameter and how you get into it. What about a person who's obese? At that moment of time, how will you show, how will you change immediately and create some humor in the classrooms? And we need to have more with me. That's what. So what I want to prove here is again, you need to become one among your students. You can demarcate yourself and get closer to them, and then get what you want to. That's the result that's a productive result and constructive results you can gain from it. It's all what I learned today. So,
yeah, I will get a bit bigger.
Use only round one, don't use square so that you feel your sleep must sleep.
Don't try it on the face. You cannot do anything to everyone. And there is a time, age, place, and that is presence of mind, right? And I think I have presence of mind. That's all we do. We will not experiment everywhere. Assume if I want to take somebody and then swing and dance, probably I will choose only one whom I can. Correct? I can tell you. You know, there is a great saying. When I asked him, I can try you, I said, use the word try, which rarely I use. I will never try, I will only do. But I said, I will try on you because I need his cooperation. Weight of each individual depends on how much you have to give. Assume you have to reach somewhere on height. You may use one chair, and this height is not enough. You will put it close to the wall and try to jump on top of this also, right? Immediately whoever is standing beside you will say, don't give way, it will break. Casual, normal word which we say, right? Don't give way. What does this mean? Don't give way. Do you have an ability to reduce your weight? Yes. If not, ask your physical education teacher before a high jump or a long jump, they do this. Keep a weighing machine there. Your weight will become 3 times more the more you can jump. 5 times more, faster you can jump. Every one of us has got an ability to reduce the size, reduce the weight, reduce. Physically you will not see, but the result is that. My cousin brother can sleep on water. No buoyancy physics principle applies. Is it possible? It's possible. Only human being can do this. And this ability of human being is called as
This ability of human being is called as anybody. Anima, Matima, Cheliva, Dekima, Merima, Tata, Ishitvam, Chavachitvam, Prapti, Prakasha, Vedacha. You can show weight to somebody, where you can show weight. Where you don't want to show weight, you know how to don't to show weight also. You have got a ladder in which one nail is loose. When you climb, you will give less weight. When somebody is lifting you, you want him not to lift you, you know how to put weight. You want him to allow you to lift, you will become less weight, right? Possible or not? If I can reduce it little, Shankaracharya could reduce it much more. That is why Shankaracharya traveled along with the Hawa, no vehicle, no aircraft, but he went to Kailash. When we have to go to Kathmandu in aircraft, from there we go to Land Cruiser vehicle and then we go all that way. How did he travel? Which question I asked my Guru in Kailash. How did Shankaracharya from Kerala get to this place? Anima, Mahima, Cheva, Dekima, Verima, Dada, Ishitvam, Chavachitvam, Prapti, Prakasha, Vedacha. This was that. I recorded it. Don't ask questions back. Explanation. Because I have another question here. If he explains, then I will miss the next question. So I will ask this later. Therefore, I have a record. So along with him and travel, I use the record. And I have a lot of such slokas. And those slokas, I started interpreting learning later. Okay? So it's possible. So answer is, anything is possible. Only thing, you want to reduce your weight. Today I cannot be able to. But very simple. Few days of exercise, few days of diet, few days of planning. Which day was there? Yesterday I saw in which the food was given, there was 2 plates. And then he ate. And then he was waiting. When the dinner coming? And the announcement came, your dinner is over. 2 plates is your dinner. I got a administrative officer who went to a doctor how to, he had some problems. So doctor said, you have to have 2 pieces of bread. Yeah. Before the food or after the food? Because doctor is actually prescribed. Right? So he said, no, that is your food. Okay. So there are a lot of basic things you cannot change, but many things we can change. It depends on the situation. Yeah. Anybody else?
The point which myself, I'm an Arabic teacher. The point which is striking for me, do not beg your children their attention. We have to keep our teaching style, or we have to follow good. We have to have a good skill, whether we are delivering or whether we are giving not. It is a striking point for me. Do not beg the attention for the children.
Be a giver.
And I have a question. As a language teacher, how can we taught the languages in a easy method or in a good way in the classroom, especially for the children?
I think the first one, R in Arabic, Urdu is one line. Yeah, that is R. Correct? And second one is Hindi, right? And third one is English, R. When you look from far, it looks Malayalam, R. That's how Malayalam R is written. Malayalam R is Urdu or Hindi and English put together. And hybrid, the most difficult language could be Malayalam, because that's the youngest language. Because it mix many things together. In Dravidian language, Tamil, very simple, Kannada. See, Tamil when you write Shashi, you can write Shashi only. Correct? don't know Tamil, you will read it as Shivaji Ganesan. Because you know Tamil, you know there is no Shivaji Ganesan, you will read it as Shivaji Ganesan. Got it? Kachara Tamil is enough. I learned maybe 7th class or something. When I was doing 7th class, we had got a lot of laborers in Tamil, from Tamil Nadu. So I started learning Tamil. Tirukural is a wonderful book. Tirukural is a wonderful book. She said Tirukural. And I've got a language expert, Agavu Narayanan sir from Delhi University, who reviewed my book. And that was his last work. He was too old. He died. And he wrote that this book is a Tirukural. There is a great reward for me from a great person who is a great author who wrote about this book, Life Medicine. You can download this book. It's freely available on my website, www.drtps-shiksha.in. www.drtps, DrTPS-shiksha, S-H-I-K-S-H-A. Shiksha.in. S-H-I-K-S-H-A, Shiksha, Hindi Shiksha, not Malayalam Shiksha. Malayalam Shiksha is punishment. So how do you learn language? Language learning. Many students from Gulf comes to me and stay with me 10 days. They don't write their mother tongue. Let it be Telugu, Kannada, Tamil or English. 5 days, they will write all dictations, including Nanam. Very difficult, no? That also they do. It takes only a few days. At age of 1, we don't speak our mother tongue. Age of 3, without grammar mistake, we can speak. Age of 1 or 2, we can write our mother tongue with little effort from the parents. Why are we not taking little more effort to teach them? Simplest method, ask any of your children, if you want to learn language, write everybody's name in the class. In every possible language. If all names are written, who will correct? They themselves will correct, right? Ask to write the parents' name. Mother's name, father's name, village name. How many? All the chapters write in different languages. Finished? Writing skill is done. How much time will they? 1 week you give them, they will learn all languages. This is an international school. Lot of children from different languages. Ask them to share this knowledge. Ask them to write. That's how I know most of the languages. I am not into Tamil Nadu, I am not into Andhra, I am not into Karnataka. I studied there maybe 3 years, but I picked it up. How do I remember? I don't remember. And when I get a chance, I speak English language. That's it. How to learn a language? I remember when I was in Delhi, somebody asked how to become very fluent in Hindi. Go to an auto driver and say, hey, Badmash, this is the language. And that Badmash will tell you something more, record everything, you will do another job. Some 10 auto drivers, 1 day is good enough. You will speak to any auto driver in his language. Usage. Got it? Communication skill has to come only by communication. That cannot be taught from somewhere. So you have to communicate. I remember when I used to give talk in Delhi, some translators used to do it. I found all of them were making their own translation. Now I know how to translate. So we have to. And have the courage to speak. If there is mistake, no problem. Everybody makes a lot of mistakes, right? Correct? I get a lot of messages from my children. I said, I want to meet you. M-E-A-T-E. But that courage to write that M-E-A-T means, you understood? There are a lot of people who want to meet. They don't even communicate. Just because they don't know how to write. You understand the difference? Should I repeat? There are a lot of people who want to meet, they don't communicate And they keep all the tension in them, all the worry in them. That's the biggest problem. What you should have is no inhibition coming.
Get out of the comfort zone.
Yeah, that's what I immediately I will write, I will meet, M-E-E-T, bracket, not me. 1,000 messages per day. WhatsApp message which I send is 1,000. When I have got a radio program, Asian Radio, AM, which covers all the places, I get a lot of Paranyayaka. You know what's Paranyayaka? Recorded message which is being sent is called Malayalam Paranyayaka. They all speak and they say that, sir, this recorded message, Paranyayaka message, you should reply only in recorded message because you don't know how to read. Because one day I have all recorded messages. Once you send a message, immediately reply will come. And very fast. Because it's all recorded. Very simple. One key is enough for me to give all my address, contacts, I will come back to you, all that. So those days I use the word, I will come back to you. When somebody has sent a message, I immediately send, I will come back to you. I did not even read. After 1 week, he said, sir, I mentioned this to many people and asked, when sir is coming to me? Because they are laborers. In some laborer gets a message like this, I will come back to you. He thought I am going to come to him. Fine, nothing wrong, because he has written full story. What is he saying? What is his problem? I did not read because 1,000 messages. So what did it mean? I will read this and then come back to you. But message which I sent, then I decided I am not going to write even this sort of English. Right? So we have to be very careful. A person perceives the way a person wants to perceive, not the way we want them to perceive. These mistakes are possible. See, whatever we do in our life, don't consider that. Assume that I ask that lady, don't sit there, come and sit here. No, I will ask this lady, go and sit there. Let her come and sit here. You know the time if I ask a student to come and sit here, you ask somebody else to go there, finish. All through she was listening carefully yesterday, she was, why is that over? Something wrong. She doesn't like it. And she wanted to run away. But I thought she is not able to see me, therefore I will give her a chance. But from that, she was listening comfortably sitting there. But my concept was, she wanted to run away, I don't allow her. Finished, you know? So, what we perceive is not the students what they are perceiving. They have entirely different thoughts. It's a very big problem. So, language learning, we think that it's a very big problem, that's a big problem. If you think it's a very small problem, best thing is keep writing. That's it. And once they are slightly higher age grade children, they want to do it. If any one of us want to learn a new language, take a newspaper, copy, translate. Any language, translate newspaper, finish to learn. Because textbooks and all will have minimum number of words which you cannot generally use. Language has to be learned from newspaper translation. The best method is newspaper translation. Okay, there are many methods. One of the methods is, this is what I use. I ask my children, read newspaper. Every day copy. Because there are 2-3 things which comes when you read newspaper. Place name will come. Correct? Incidents will come. That becomes your general knowledge. When you have general knowledge which happens from some other country, some other place, at least you are native knowledge of a place, some incidents happening in your native place, will come in your native language. First learn that, translate it to English, then you will be able to go and tell, Mama, there is something happened there, no? Right? In Thrissur district, there is a fire, some house burned. Mama, we are from Thrissur, no, it's burned. And it is in India, Patamani Road, your third house. Yeah, my house burned. See, you keep an attachment to the news, right? You understood? So when you start learning what is this animal? Keep on and all that. It's all stupid way of learning. You don't take bath by nail to head, right? We pour water, something will fall. Some effect will be there. Little more water. Shower some more time. Turn back and then take another shower. After that, we are doing. That's what the language is. Most of the learnings are like that. Right? Or from bottom till he cleared it thoroughly. Systematic learning now is not a great method. He jumped into the pool. Correct? How many times? Jump as many times as you want. So jump into language. That's what it is. I don't know Sanskrit. I don't know Sanskrit. But I know Sanskrit. Did I learn MA Malayalam? No, I don't have an MA Master of Adnana in Malayalam. Also, Adnana in Malayalam I don't have. But my Malayalam is good. How? Learn somebody's translation. Who has written Megha Sandesham? Yachal Chakri, Janakataya, Nanamudyoda, Yeshukachikanda, Avirahuranaso, Adhikara, Pramata, Chabe, Gavade, Mano, Saboki, Namatua, Pero, Nirajan, Pranaya, Prabhava, Poyo, Kandi, Vitali, Ranabarani, Swami Japan, read Sanskrit, read translation. Keep on reading the text, it becomes yours. That's how we learn, right? Everything has to be learned. Repeating. Language learning, one of the most important thing is repeat. How many times? As many times as you want. And once you repeat many times, you will never forget. People say after some time you will forget. No, after some time you will not forget. My father died how many years back? 50 years back. Don't I remember my father's name? Just because you say 50 years back, I could remember. Do I call him every day by name? No. That's there in the Sabda. So we know this is the required, we will never forget. So once we know it's the required, we will never. Yeah. Somebody. Nobody? Okay. Fast.
I am Bhuvneshwari from Maths Department.
Bhuvneshwari, what a great name.
Laziness and impatience. Two things I know. Getting up late in the morning, you know, exams to give, and then waiting for learning. When you do so many things, those people see it.
Great.
Muscat from Maths Department. Learn one thing that the teaching learning process is going on. The best thing is let the children make a note whatever the learning is going on or teaching is going on, so that our recap also I think so will be very quick. You have given us a very good idea about it. So like this one very awesome.
What is square root of 45? So all of you will have to learn little math. Do you enjoy? If you can use, show to somebody else, do it. Right? 5 dash 25 is the square, right? 15, 225, 25, 625, 35, 1225, 45. Thank you, right? 5. Which is what's the subject? Yeah, 5 dash 25. You should stop there and ask, what drama you going to stop it? Don't leave me, 15. No. 15 dash 225. 25. 15, put the dash 225. Right, 25. Yeah, dash 625. 35. 1225. 45. 2025. Now what do you observe? Ekadikena purvena. This is very another. Ekadikena purvena. Add 1, multiply and write. Then write 25. That becomes square. Now you have 55. 5 into 6. 30. Then write 25. Okay? This is simple technique. Now you have a lot of observations. I tell you now. 1 square is 1. 16. 5 square? 6 square? 7 square? 8 square? 9 square? Now you see 1 square ended in 1. 9 square ended in 1. Right? 8 square ended in 4. 2 square ended in 4. Are you getting some observation? Look at it for some time, you will derive techniques. Got it? Now you take cube. 1 you have written 1 as a square now. Put one more dash and put cube. That is 1. 2 square is, you have already written 4. Put a dash, put 8 square. You have already written 9. 1, 2 square you have written 4 now. Put one more dash, put 8 square. 1 square is 1. 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. You have written already. Now you put cube. This becomes 8. This is 9. 3 square is 9. And now you write 27. 4 square is 16. 4 cube will become 64. Now you observe the last digits. Beautiful symmetry. Got it? Now I will ask you another question. Now you see the symmetry. Looking at the last number, you know which is the number which makes this a cube number or a square. Observation becomes very fast. Up to 8th grade, this much only will be asked. If you know this technique, half math becomes, numeral becomes very simple. Now again, multiplication only by 28 into 32. 28 into 32. 2 8 28 multiply 3 to 32. 30 minus 2 into 30 plus 2. 30 minus 2 into 30 plus 2. All of us learned a minus 3 into a plus b equal to s plus 7 is square. So it becomes 900 minus 4. This becomes 890. Now, little more genius people. Why only 32 into 28? It becomes 27 particular. Multiply into 28 minus 132, you know how that. Because you should have multiplied into 28 times 32 is what you want. But you have done 27 times is what you want. But you do 28 and subtract. If it is 28, add one more 30. Got it? This is what is logical reason. So all techniques can be used, but with a logical reason. You have a square. Square is 2 triangles. Okay? That is why it is becoming all rectangle. This is B, this is H. So B into H is the area. Half BH is the triangle. That's how the triangle area is derived. Now ask question, how rectangle area is derived? This is B, repeat H times. Multiplication is repetition. So this is B is the width. How many times is repeated? H times. So this area becomes B into H. Okay, it's all visualize. Learning is visualize. Learning is visualize. That's it. Correct? Learning is visualize. Yeah. Somebody. Good.
Good afternoon, sir.
Continue.
Sir, this is Savitri from the middle section.
Savitri from?
Middle section English department.
Okay. Which subject?
English.
English.
I'm very amazed to see you openness to all the subjects. Anything under the sun.
Because after my graduation in BSc Mathematics, I started teaching mathematics. I found children don't learn maths at all. I started teaching it. When Sanskrit teacher left, I started teaching Sanskrit. It was in a college, a private college. So I became an English teacher in 1984. That is where I was teaching. Behold her single in the field, yon solitary, silent lass. And the Wordsworth, there is somebody reaping and singing by herself. No trespasser should come there because she will stop her job. It's a drama, right? Are you all seeing now? When I act like this, you are seeing, right? So what is the poet's class? Drama. I found there is more opportunity to teach like this than this number and all that. She is troubling yourself by writing also. This is simple, no? Very simple. So I found English is a beautiful subject where you can dramatically write, dramatically act, dramatically play. Everyone in the classroom becomes an actor. It's a beautiful subject.
Thank you, sir. So you are transitioned from one subject to the other subject. It is very nice to listen to, sir. So my learning outcome from your talk really impressed me all your slokas and all. And what I am going to practice in my IP, Swayam Atma Nibandhanam. And we have been seeing that children, wherever we go, whichever classes we go, children after some time they become very restless. And as you said, teachers will start shouting, boy, listen to me, all these things. So that doesn't have any effect ultimately. So the teachers keep quiet and allow the children, then they will calm down. So that is a very big lesson I learned today, and we practice it. Thank you.
And make your children to be proactive, you know. You ask them to come and explain, and somebody else comment on that. You can take it. See, all these years you are doing a lot of job and they are enjoying, right? Now let us give them work because they have less job, and they can make a wonderful review sometimes. Another day I was teaching Hindi. No, beautiful, man. You listen to my Hindi class. So you don't have to teach at all, right? Because there are a lot of people who sang it wonderful, best, you know. Amitabh Bachchan's father, who? What beautifully, Madhushala. Why Amitabh Bachchan? Do you think I can make a Madhushala better than Amitabh Bachchan? I will be like, no, I'm only this short. Then how can I do that? If I would have been taller, I would have done something else. With this, what I can do, I'm doing. So what do? I bring up Amitabh Bachchan in the class. Play his song, no. What is it? So I don't have to sing. I have to make Amitabh Bachchan to sing in my classroom. So my class becomes Amitabh Bachchan's class. Correct or not? Get interpretation. Ask them to write. Play 3-4 times. Make all your children to sing along with Amitabh Bachchan. They will do mimicry, no? Yes or no? Eh? Yeah, go on. So, sometimes you have to do mimicry in the class. That's it. So when you do, make them to become your part. That's why multimedia teaching is more important. Language classes, math class, physics class. Bring a lot of media and ask them to go and listen to somebody, learn, sing and come and then sing in the class now. Learn. You don't have to do. Let them do work. And you will learn more things. You don't have to even Google. They will Google for you. See, don't assume that now that play, all the movie players and all that beautiful presentation. You think I made it? At this age, 54, I can make such beautiful one. No, it is made by my student from MIT. I have got a student who is studying in MIT. She became my student when she was a graduation first year, second year student. 100% she will do anything for her. So I said, I am going for teacher's class, put all the movies and make some nice presentation. So she made it and gave it. So we have, and that way I am also teaching them. Correct? Why do they do that for me? Why do they do that for me? She studied in a normal engineering college, BTech Computer Science. By the time she passed BTech, 18 companies she got job. Why? Her father and all the people say that it is just because of my teaching, not the engineering college teaching. Name any company, she got a job. Whereas all her colleagues without getting her a single job. And after that, she worked in Infosys. 20 times she came and stayed in Laddu with me in my house. Every holiday she will be at my house in Hyderabad. I wanted her to be civil service servant, IAS. She said, I will do my MIT first and then go. MIT, after 35 universities, she got admission. MIT, her course fee for MS program for 3 years is 2 crores. Her father was ready to pay 2 crores. I said, no. She got full scholarship, zero money she paid. And 3 years program, 60 papers she has tried. She finished 45 papers in 1 year. Because there is a flexible learning system. You can write your exams fast and then finish. Adjust the classes here and there. Sit with the seniors and now you get that. Finish the 40 papers. 4 awards she got. Now she is working now. What is it? Where is the time problem? And I want something, just send a message, will come. Yesterday, the teacher's name, immediately, do you think I googled on the way? I sent a message, I told you, no, I asked my MIT student and my son to do it. They did it. So you keep your students to do job because that's a learning. Got it? Right? My website is developed by my student. I do a lot of things for them, they do a lot of things for me. Correct? That's what is learning. So no boundaries for learning. Share it as much as you can. Ask your children to learn and then come. They will do much better than Googling, they will do much better than you. But let them Google in the right place at the right moment, right. All your text classes can be made into PowerPoint presentations, beautiful class, much better than multimedia than you or your children. Give them assignments, let them make it, and that has to be the change. That is what is electronic adaptive multimedia process. It's called multimedia. In university system, there are 52 centers in India where this is being taught. How to make your class multimedia. KG class. As children come fast, don't you know this? Generally try. I have started one Grandma Child Care Center. What's it called? My branded Kerala is called the Grandma Child Care Center. GCC. It looks like a mother and child. Yeah, this is my Grandma Child Care Center. I started one nursery program because one lady came and then said she has a lot of problems at home because we don't have a job. Started nursery class. I said, how do I start? I said, you will change your house into a nursery. Only a lot of flux. What is the flux? You know, it's very simple, 500 rupees for this much. So 2,000 rupees, the whole class was ready. It's not a lion. Everywhere is all different things. Nice cushions on the floor. Different colors. Children like 3 colors, RGB. Primary colors only they understand and then black and white. Ladies like, there are feminine color, there are gentle color, there are kids color. Your choice makes only yellow also. Right? There are reasons for it because children don't understand different colors. They will ask you, which color is this? You have problem because you don't know what is better now. So, to save teachers, they don't give such colors. Only primary colors which you can understand only is used, right? So, and then make them nice cushions, let them sleep, let them jump, whatever they want, they can do. You don't have to jump. As they enter, there is a beautiful camera and big screen. See that? You want everybody to stop crying? Zoom them and show that they are crying. They will never cry. Simple technique. Every parent will be happy when their children are not crying in the first day of the class, right? That principle is wonderful, yeah. Nobody cries when they go. Reason is beautiful. Camera is only 30 rupees. Your projector is only 2,000 rupees. Beautiful screen. You have all camera. There are small tricks I say. Got it? You want your children to keep quiet? Give them a needle and a thread. Ask them to pass through. Yeah. And when you pass it, you take a normal thread, but when you give it to your children, it will be a little bigger. So that 6 hours they cannot do in one file, gent in another file. Except some Chinese people cannot understand English. Put them in a different file. If you cannot distinguish, put them in a different file. Okay, then when they grow little more, all politicians in one, cinema actors in one. This is one general knowledge. A KG child started just for joke like this is a collector in Kerala. This is how I started teaching them how to gather general knowledge with a lot of fun at home. Give it, and they will be much happier to have lot of paper cutting and filing job than your whole general knowledge class which you give. Right? Old textbooks or paper books which somebody has thrown somewhere, buy all that junk, give it to them, cut them and into paste. Beautiful. What all can we learn here? There are different techniques for teaching and learning. It's all fun, just fun. Learning has to be learned in full enjoyment. L-I-F-E, learn in full enjoyment. Yeah, next. Somebody?
Where there is a will, there is a way. That's my learning outcome.
I don't be met. It's subject. English. Only English teachers, one math, one Arabic, and C. Yeah, but yeah, 3 months, yeah, 1.5. Yeah, next. Come on. Yeah, that's better.
Zero here.
Zero.
Zero.
Genu. Spell?
J-I-N-U.
You know, in Kerala and all, when you ask Genu, they will J. Yeah, G is pronounced as G, no? Genu. G, I become G.
Okay. Something that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That is what whatever problems come, learn to just accept it and move ahead.
Take challenges.
Take challenges, let the children make mistakes, let them learn from that.
But don't make same mistake. Different. Your subject? You teach computer science in which class? I found most of the children who learn computer science, they have options. I don't know which school they have. Computer science, biology, chemistry, physics. Senior, that's the most stupid thing. I'll tell you, many children after passing 12, they call me and ask what to study next. They cannot study computer science without that. No, but there are schools, I don't know whether here. Biology, computer science, math. Without the math, there is a computer science option. In +1, +2, in Indian schools. I am not saying here.
Try to be a change in somebody's life. Try to do something.
But good one. Good one, huh? Yeah.
Embrace all the challenges. That is what I learned from today's class, which gave us in various steps.
And don't become at a comfort state. Yeah, I am doing it for last 17 years teaching. What do I make a difference? 1 into 1 into 1 into 1 17 times equal to 1. The repetition of saying class saying is one multiplication. Correct? So repeating same thing will not give you experience. Different. Got it? So you have a different style. Try one style. Maybe the next student, there are a lot of difference for last 10 years. Correct? Creative and innovative. It is not called creative and innovative, it's called improvisation. What's it called? Improvisation. Improvisation is not creating something new. There is nothing new. But This is normal stroke, right? Huh? What do you do? The normal stroke, you have a bend like this, generally. Put what? Put inside this. Now hold it like this. Small difference. What am I doing? Now, assume if I just start going here, right? What am I doing? When the air flows, got it? Now, this is turning in clockwise direction. Now, what do? I change this into this direction. What does it flow now? And now, assume if I put it like this, it will start moving here. Once I start putting it here, it goes out, right? What is this? Great principle of physics. Newton's third law, which is used in even a engine moves, aircraft flies. Now, falls like this, right? If I have to lift it up, I have to use some force here. I have to put some support. I have to blow here so that it goes up. But if I blow up, will it go up? Yes. See, when I blow here, it goes up. When I blow on top also, it goes up. Why? This is a great principle in physics. Bernoulli's principle. See, when the pressure increases, the velocity increases, the pressure reduces. The pressure reduces, anything can be lifted. This is how the aircraft is flying. The pressure reduces, aerosexual foiling. The aeroplane, the wind is what is creating it. Either pushing from the side or create a vacuum. You will see sometimes on the back end also there is a fan, front also there is a fan, right? Vacuum creation also. Very simple. You got a balloon, just rub it up, you want to go fun in the class. Make some balloon, wrap it nicely, keep it here, it will start sticking because it has got static electricity in time. No? Not a small thing. You want? Look at websites, there are thousands of YouTube presentations on small experiments with science, which you can show in your classroom, take your syllabus, look at what is useful work, and then you can prove this. Right? A lot of things which you can show. Higher classes, maybe 8th grade and all that so I don't know whether you are teaching refraction and all that. Yes, this is. Now I remember one of my friends from Sharjah was driving to Dubai. Nice picture, he has shown one picture and then said, beautiful Sharjah. Because the sky looks reddish. Immediately I wrote back, Hotel Sharjah. You know, the sky is red because scattering is more. Scattering is more when your atmosphere is polluted. In my native place, I will never see a red sun. I will never see a red sky because it's all bluish. With geo, red scattering is more. Violet anyway will be mixed with the blue. So violet to blue sky is beautiful. When I wrote this back, it was my person classmate. Those days no person, pretty good classmate. He wrote, why? I said, you forgot your scattering classes. Yeah, why did you forget the scattering class? Because you are not learning theory.
Divya Raman is the man who? Raman's effect. What is Raman's effect? He took one glass of wine and started putting lights there and found that light scatters different. He took one glass of water, he found it is different. And then different liquids, and in each one of them, the light effect was different. You must have all learned the Raman's effect, but not like this. Now you will never forget, because I took one small difference of it. I took one glass and said this is white and this is white. You want to not to forget this again? Raman's effect was invented by Raman, and there was a great party in which one great scientist gave a beautiful speech. And Raman found how Raman effect is on alcohol. This party will find how alcohol affects Raman. Now I am sure your whole life until death you will not forget it, right? This is what is to be done in classrooms. Practically, little jokes. Otherwise your Raman effect class will become boring. Now the Raman effect class will become interesting. One little more, take one class and then put a torchlight, LED, put a street light, you will see white lights, and add little bit of dust inside, mix it well, that will become orange. And show them when you are scattering more, it happens. Beautiful. This is how you should be part of it. Ask your children, go and Google and then find out something and then come to the class. Before you teach, let them learn in the class. Then the class becomes yours. Then when you speak something, you have to speak more than the textbook, for which your knowledge will improve. So every year you will have different children coming and teaching you much better, and then you can teach better than that. Correct? I don't know any of these subjects. Whatever I am telling is only from different experience from different classes, because nowadays there are institutions in India. All the teachers are my students. Because I gave hundreds and thousands of classes. Only physics, only maths, only chemistry, only biology. These subjects come and I love to teach. So what do I get? I get a lot of examples from different subjects, right? I will have to prepare a little, but they give me more. So what am I doing? I like a butterfly. Pick it up from one and then the big one. Only that much knowledge. But I am not puffed. Puffed means I have got the puffness is ready. Allowed to learn. Now I'm looking at something which is new. He asked me a good question, language learning. It was never generally not asked. So some new things will come. Yeah. Come on. Who else? Come on. Only these 7 to 8 points?
I'm Archita from mathematics.
What is it?
Archita. ACHYUTA.
What does it mean?
Doesn't have any destruction or anything.
Generally, gents get that name.
No, my grandmother's name was Archita, so my father gave it as Archita Sita Ram Lakshmi.
Good. Achyuta. The T if you put it becomes Achyuta.
Holistic learning is to have harmony between head and heart.
You want head or heart?
Both together. Harmony, that's why I said heart.
That's why Mandela said you cannot have both head and heart, but you can have both head and heart. With passion you learn, but take a backup and put it in your hard disk. Let the software become your manas. Software is the manas. How do you explain what is manas? It's a software which takes inputs and outputs and then processes computer science department. And that's how you capture it in the RAM and make it yours. As it is ready, put a backup in the brain. Yeah, you cannot see, therefore it is there inside. The pain is not in the brain, but pain is here in the brain. So this is also software. Everywhere the consciousness is there. So it's throughout your body. Biotechnology? But you are basically microbiology. Ena chakshusha pachati, ena chakshusha pachati. Yeah, your eye cell doesn't have the vision ability. But when that cell is in your eye, it is having capability of seeing. There is nobody who is a teacher. When you go to a class, you become a teacher. When you go to somewhere else to study, you become a student. When you go back home, don't try to teach your husband and don't try to teach your wife. There you cannot, right? Yeah, you will learn. See, I keep saying a police is a police only when it's on the street. When you go back home, his wife will become police. So, everyone has got a position in which you act as it. That's what it is. Yeah. Oh. Yes, of course. I also get enough lessons from my wife. You can ask. Even now you can.
We spoke a lot about physics. Okay, my name, you spoke about everyone's name. Mine is an Arabic name. So it's Abida.
Abida is what?
Very good. So,
What's the meaning?
very religious, spiritual. Supposed to be.
That is the Abida.
Okay. The thing is, I just want you to share your knowledge. Since you say, you are a space scientist. So your content here, related to what we can imply, you spoke about a lot about which is STEM technology which is going on now, we can imply in our day-to-day life. Something to talk about quantum and emotions, which is going on right now. Quantum physics. And then what we can do that for our children.
What is that practical application you want? Give an example.
What is my connect with the child? Like for example, you were saying that the classroom management, we don't have to come closer to the child. Or there is a way where you have to position yourself, your posture, your body language. So can you just, if I say throw light, I had a question from one of the paper, teacher, how to throw light. So enlighten us on that.
See, generally a classroom is arranged like this. Maybe this much width. Not more than that, this much of 3 rows. And you have got a 2.5 feet. After that, generally there is a table kept. Is it there? No, traditionally all classrooms are supposed to have that. And there is a table and there is a 1 feet gap for your book. 2.5 plus 1.5, 4 feet plus 1. 5 feet is the difference. Because when somebody says 30 degrees is the angle in which you can see comfortable. This is difficult, this is also difficult. So if you stay like this, you are comfortably able to see. This small table is my boundary. I am not supposed to go in. Yes, I must go, but then come back faster. Don't stay here. Some teachers are got an ability either to write this example. Somebody will stand here and speak, as if they become very close to the audience. No? The feeling is good, but those people want this. What are you seeing? It's difficult. So don't stay here. And a teacher always, you can write anything, draw anything. Though I started writing, intentionally I stopped. I want somebody else to come and do this. Somebody else doing, being part of it, acting. When he said, I remember, so I wrote and then kept back and then so whether he is really looking out. Correct? I cannot write there and then. All these are, at that point, what comes to is what you should. Correct? A math teacher, that's what I said. Should you use discovery style? In history, discovery style, unless the student goes and prepare and then come back, discovery style cannot be used. Detective, English, you teach a lesson and then say, this is the moral of the story. Deduced knowledge from that, right? There are some children who are really good in mathematics, they don't want lot of stories, they will tell me what the fact, that's enough. I will make my story. So your class has got 6 different types of teach students. Each one of them has got a different frequency. And what are you doing? You are giving a frequency to make them flow better. Correct? Sometimes there can be a harmony. Sometimes there can be a, what is it called? Two waves go each other and split. What's it called? Interference. So you are interfering somebody's thought process. That's also possible. So all the quantum theory issue will not happen. Generally, if my frequency is better, wavelength is more, lot of small frequencies can be accommodated inside. Therefore, the student and teacher becomes harmonious. That is how we define a harmonious teacher and a non-harmonious teacher. Got it? So this is to be done. Then you give sufficient time so that assume she don't understand square cube and all that, I help. But then what do we expect in the interval time? Go and discuss with somebody and then find out. Sufficient time is to be given. That's the discussion time which we create. So the discussion time is this frequency mismatch adjusted with the time. So that the next wave comes, you can go along with the wave. So that interference can be less and harmony can be more. Beautiful. What's the time? Yeah, I am all in Indian time. Yeah. So, few more. Afternoon we will not have this class because after lunch generally you are not allowed to speak. We will have activity based. So 5 more questions. Last question. There is no word last question. We use Indians have got a lot of liberty. In languages, poets can use anything. Muscat and Muscat. What is Muscat? Poetical liberty is something great. After that it becomes. Otherwise, why Macbeth language becomes a Shakespearean English? Correct, no? Shakespeare, Macbeth. Which dictionary will explain all words in Macbeth? It's a Shakespearean English. DrTPS. What is DrTPS? Which language is this? Eh? No. Anything which you don't understand is argued for. See, I translated Macbeth into Malayalam. I was not good in English. Even now I am not good in English. I am in English. But then, after my plus 1, plus 2 from my Malayalam medium, 10th Malayalam medium, 11th and 12th, it took 3 months for me to understand what is trigonometry in the textbook. So I failed all plus 1 subjects, except Malayalam. Because everything was in English medium and I am in Malayalam medium person, nothing understood. And nice time to go into a city first time in my life. I am from a small village. Enjoyed everything, wonderful 4 marks in maths out of 60. Then I thought it is not going right. Plus 2, I got my 4 friends together, we started learning together. That's why we passed, not because of classes and teachers. Just because 4 friends. One of them died in an accident, second one is running a hotel now, and I am the third one. Fourth one is a clerk in a insurance company. But what we learned is that hoteler's son is doing civil engineering better. In his class, when there is an assignment, when something goes wrong, Vijay, immediately when he is studying, the plus 2 qualified Vijay will say this is wrong. Still he remembers what he studied 35 years back because we studied together. And if there is a clarification required, immediately he will call me and ask, this Benzel, no, this is not the formula. There is something wrong. Why did you are running a hotel? You know, my son is studying here, our teachers are saying wrong things, it's not correct. What a great credit. That's how we learn. That's how I passed. Graduation first year, I decided to learn English. I started translating Macbeth into Malayalam. So when the teacher comes and then speaks, I am the full learned by heart. All Malayalam also is like that. I by heart of the whole textbook and then sitting in front of the class. So you must Ask your children to do homework. That's the best method. Make your children to learn. Ask your children to come prepared. Fine? And then,
Sorry, I'm talking a lot. Homework totally bad now. I'll come up with the time to
see, I'll tell you, no rules are made by papers. You want other one to be put, tomorrow newspaper, Times of India, you want children have to do homework, Dr. English to come. I can just call, Tribune you want, which paper you want, then I do it. I started my profession in press. My cousin who started job in Times of India and become a vice president of Times of India retired last month. It's very simple. Don't quote newspaper. Newspaper, Hyderabad, you want, see, I had a program in which creativity to the power of infinity was my talk. Creativity to the power of infinity. And everybody, I put my PowerPoint itself in the blog. I said, this is the blog, PowerPoint is available, you all study and come, that's what I'm going to present. Everybody came, I never used the PowerPoint, I started talking something else. Somebody said, why are you? That is creativity to the power of infinity. You don't say anything, I'm going to tell. Then what is creativity? Yeah? See, yesterday I thought that's what I should speak, but today I'm thinking that's not what I want. Hey, 1,400 children, half-day program, each student paid 100 rupees. 1,20,000 rupees Devendra Bharati, 20,000 rupees of the rent. My student paid me 1 lakh rupees, collected from children. Half-day lecture, it was in 2010, March 28th. Same day. Yeah, paid me 20%. You want to be more intelligent than me. Okay, understood? So don't worry. In life, you have to what? Don't become stale. Don't become routine. Be something different, something new. And if you are, I'm sure there will be somebody who is paid. Got it? I was doing Toastmasters program in last visit 2015. Toastmasters, they have got a dabba, they will go around collecting money to the speakers. Once it went, I did not stop because let it come again. So 3 times when I got almost 3 lakh rupees for 2 hours. Huh? Cash. You don't get? I don't. And my program was 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Generally 1 hour, but mine was extended. After 10 o'clock, I should have some program with Maharashtra family groups. I was supposed to speak from 8 o'clock, 7 to 8, and then 8 to 10, and then dinner. I said, you finish your dinner, I come after dinner. So after dinner, 10 o'clock, I started, stopped at 3 o'clock. The next day, I had a session. So that's how it was. 3 hours, 4 hours, deep sleep, very good energy. Mitam bhuktva, shatam jatva, parashatam chanai, mama bhage sainasya, bishop into prayer. Before lunch. Mitam bhuktva, eat little, shatam jatva, little prayer, parashatam chanai, walk little, mama bhage sainasya, turn left and bishop into prayer. You will never require a problem. The food what you eat is what you are. Microbiotics, macrobiotics. Bhagavad-gita Pushita, Katto Anga Lavana Krishna Stoma.
So what time? Now it's 12:45 lunch.
Which is 12:45 to 1:30 lunch break. If there are 2 counters here, you can go. Thank you. You can sit.